Well, hello, world, as you would say.
Yes.
How's everybody doing out there in the great world of worldness?
Yes. How's everybody? We hope you are doing well.
Yeah. Good night. No, we're just messing with you. So we hope everybody's doing well out there, and you're having a great Tuesday, right?
Is it Tuesday?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. And you talk, hon. You talk. My brain is not working.
Oh, okay. So have you ever stopped yourself from doing something because you thought maybe I don't know, you're not ready yet, or I don't know enough, or what if I make the wrong decision, or what if I fail, or maybe you've said I'll do it when I have everything figured out. But here's the question I want to ask you tonight: what if you don't need to have it all figured out? And what if the only thing that you need right now is the willingness to take one step? Because when we look back at some of the biggest decisions in our lives, we've not figured everything out by now. And I think sometimes we wait for confidence before we move, but many times confidence doesn't come until you've made that first step. So confidence comes later on when you start learning all the stuff. So tonight, let's talk about what happens when you stop waiting to know everything and simply become willing to move forward.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily. I'm originally from the Philippines. I'm a happy wife. I'm a proud mom of one, a special ed teacher by profession.
And my name is Mike, originally from Manchester, England. We now both reside here in sunny Atlanta, Georgia, USA. And we're traditional business owners, and we're extremely proud online business owners.
Yes, so tonight's episode is you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to you just need
You just need to take the first step. That's right. She's tired, as you can tell. Poor girl's been working her socks off.
Yeah, so
See, she's got no socks on.
so we think we need a whole map. A lot of us want to see the entire road before we start the journey. Where is this going? How long will it take? How much will I make? Will I succeed? What if something goes wrong? Can somebody guarantee me the outcome? Those are the questions that a lot of people keep asking before they take that first step.
Yeah.
But life doesn't work that way. Think about almost every important thing you've ever done. When you started your career, did you know exactly where it would take you? When you got married, did you know exactly the next 20, 30 years? And when you became a parent, um, well, you,
Yeah, I bet if you look back the last 10 years even, or maybe 10 or 15 years, I bet if you look back then to where you are now, you probably thought, man, I never thought I would have been here, whether that's for the good or for the worse, you know. So nothing is ever planned out. And here's exactly what happens, you know. No, we learned along the way. We adjusted, we made mistakes when we joined on the online business. We asked for help. We grew, and somehow when it comes to starting something new, we suddenly think we need to know everything before we even begin. You don't know everything. You don't need the whole map to take the next turn.
Yes.
Oh, so sometimes I'm not
sorry,
ready really means I'm scared or I'm tired.
Yes, I am super tired.
Yeah, and this is an important one. Sometimes we say, I need more information, or I wish they would say I need more information, or I need to think about it. I'll wait for the right time. And sometimes those things are absolutely true. We should all ask it questions for sure.
Yeah, we always tell people that they need to ask more and more questions. They need to attend the Q&A, wherein it's all free. They can ask as many questions as they want, and I think that's a smart move.
Yeah.
Instead of asking one question, and then after you hear an answer from one for one question, then you say, oh, it's not for me. Because really we really do need to make our own research, because it's your future that is up stake. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got to do your research, and you can't just make a reckless decision just on one question. But
Yeah.
sometimes, if we really look underneath those words, what we're actually saying is, I'm scared, or I'm scared of failing, or I'm scared of being judged, I'm scared of losing money, I'm scared of looking foolish, and sometimes even scared of succeeding.
Yeah, because some people, I heard this, that sometimes people are scared of succeeding because they know if they are able to handle the success. For example, what if they make a lot of money? What are they gonna do with those money? What if they succeed in having a lot of team members, and they are not able to handle that team? So those are some of the examples of being scared of success, because really, when you succeed in one thing, it means that your life will change,
And that, I think, is the same with anything. Even if you succeed in your current position, whatever it is you're doing, the more success you have, the more responsibilities come on your plate. So, ask yourself. You can't really ask yourself, are you afraid of doing something and take the next step? That's the big one right there, the big difference. Fear doesn't always mean stop. Sometimes fear means just, maybe tread carefully and ask questions, but find out, because it's unfamiliar territory that you're going into.
Yes, exactly.
It was for us. We didn't know what we were doing. We'd never done anything online, so we didn't know the ins and outs of it. We thought, oh, you're going to be left alone to try and figure it all out. But you're not.
Yes, and then of course, what?
No, I was just going to say, you're not left alone in this particular business anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe in others, but not this.
And then the willingness is more important than knowing everything. I love the word willing, because willing doesn't mean you're an expert. It doesn't mean you have no fear. It doesn't mean you know exactly what you're doing. It simply means you're willing to learn, you're willing to try, and you're willing to ask questions. And obviously, you're willing to be uncomfortable, because this is new to a lot of people. It means you're willing to start small, willing to take the next step, and that mindset can change everything. You can teach someone a skill, you can show someone a system, you can give someone information. But if they're not willing to move, none of it matters. And on the other hand, someone who says, I don't know how yet, but I'm willing to learn, can go incredibly far. Why? Because those people who are actually willing to do things, to try, to take that next step, are the ones who really succeed, because they are the ones who are actually willing to know um, what will happen, or what could happen if they take that next step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I just got a message about them things.
Okay.
It's going to be there shortly.
So you
yeah,
wanna
our journey by any means wasn't perfectly planned, was it?
no, absolutely not.
Yeah, we didn't sit down one day and with a perfect plan of where our lives would be today. Or
Yeah.
we've worked hard to get, that we've been consistent. Yes, we've run the traditional business, But this isn't like that. We've worked multiple jobs.
Multiple
Yeah,
jobs.
multiple jobs. Yeah. We've had seasons when we were extremely busy. And when we started looking at building something online, we didn't know everything by any means.
Yeah.
There were questions, there were doubts. And yes, I was super skeptical. Not
you
this
were?
one, just a little bit. Yeah. But we had to learn and we had to listen and we had to become students again. And that's, we're still learning today.
Yes.
We're not where we want to be,
Mm-hmm.
but we're out here every day doing what we need to do because we can see there's a brighter future.
Yes. So we probably would still be sitting there thinking about, our future. Sometimes the opportunity isn't in knowing everything. It's in being willing to learn what you need to do next.
Yeah. So the next step doesn't have to be huge. This
Mm-hmm.
is where I think people put too much pressure on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
When they say take the next step, we're not saying quit your job tomorrow and invest your life in savings, your life savings into something that you really don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because you don't want to turn your whole life upside down. Your next step might simply be something like the free webinar that we are sharing with you. Read something, ask a question, talk to somebody, talk to us, reach out to us, research an opportunity, learn a new skill, and make one phone call or comment below. Those are the things uh, that we want you to encourage. We encourage you. I mean,
Yeah, because we love to do a one-on-one call with you, just so we can find out about what you're looking for, what you're trying to get out of your life, what you want to change.
yes,
Maybe there's something. Hey, look, yeah, I'm working. I feel like I'm working, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I don't
Yeah.
get a break. How can I alleviate some of that? So maybe this is where we can say, yeah, this could be a good fit for you. Let's give you all the information. And there is a process, so we don't overwhelm you with everything. We don't just
yeah,
throw it all at you and hope some of it sticks. There's a process. So you go through certain little stages and you ask questions and you get answers and you move along until you've got enough information for you to make a
educated decision.
Yeah.
Yes, you just have to decide what makes sense next, because we can always share all our ideas and share our story with you. But then if you don't decide for yourself, then nothing is gonna happen. Because like I said, we can always guide, we can always show you the way, we can always say that we are here every step of the way. But if you don't take that first step, there is nothing is gonna change in your life. So like we said, you don't have to have it all figured out, because Mike and I, when we started, we don't know everything. We just very willing to take a look at it and take that next step. Because if you don't take that next step, we are not gonna know what is step 2, step 3, step 4, and so on and so forth.
That's right. So you got to stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle parts of the business, or anything for that matter.
Yes.
This stops so many people. You look at someone else and think, they're doing really well, or whatever.
Or they when their friends, for example, are saying that, oh no, I look at that business before and it did not work for me. So, and then eventually you will, and then almost instantly maybe you would say that, yeah, it did not work for her, she or him. He said that this business is doesn't work for him. So I don't think it's gonna work for me. So those are the things that um you don't do. Just because it did not work for someone else doesn't mean that it's not gonna work for you.
Everybody's journey is different.
Yes. because there are also people that we know who did that. There are people who saw the business years ago, prior to years years prior to they started the business. They said, oh, I saw this business 3 years ago, but a friend of mine said, I look at it and she did not like it, so I did not do it do it too. And then 3 years after that, and then they saw the post again, and then they decided to join. And then now they regret that they wasted 3 years of their life because they depend their own decision to whoever, their friend or family member or whatever.
To listening to somebody else. You've got to listen to yourself, and just again take that first step.
Yeah, you can change directions. And here's another reason people are afraid to move. They think, what if they choose the wrong thing? But taking a step doesn't mean you're signing a lifetime contract with that decision. You can evaluate, you can learn. Like I believe it's like a marriage. You don't marry a person and then think that after 6 months or a year your that relationship is not gonna work. So it's the same is true to starting an online business or starting anything that you think you like. You don't think that, oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it in this online business, because you can learn, you can adjust, and you can change directions. Sometimes taking the first step actually gives you the clarity you were waiting for, because there are things you simply cannot learn by standing still. You learn by doing, you learn by experiencing.
And I think that's a great example you said about marriage there. Yeah, when you start dating somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you don't just go up to them and say, "Hi, how are you?" "Oh, I'm okay." "All right, yeah, this isn't going to work." What do? You sit and you talk for hours and hours, and you find out as much as you can about each other to
Mhm.
see if you have that connection.
Yes.
And then when oh yeah, I'm interested in that too, or yeah, I like that too, and you find out things that you have in common,
Mm-hmm.
and then it progresses from there. And it's the same with this. You can't just ask one or two questions and go, "Oh no, that's it, I'm done."
Yeah.
You want to find out as much as you can. And the great thing is, again, as Emily said, you're not committing to anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're just asking questions and finding out.
Yeah.
Learn by asking.
Mm-hmm.
You learn by trying.
Mm-hmm.
Clarity often comes after action, not before. That's for sure. So don't
Yes.
let perfection steal years from you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. This one is especially important for those of us who are getting closer to retirement, like me. How many things have I said? Someday,
Mhm.
when I have more time, when the kids are older, when work settles down, when we have more money, when we retire. Those are, I believe, are just excuses for, sometimes just excuses. And then suddenly another year passes, then another, then 5 years, then 10. And that doesn't mean we should panic and make bad decisions. It means we need to recognize that waiting also has a cost. Because, for example, me, if I did not make a decision, then I will be like in the same situation where I was 3 years ago. And I will be sharing a very important decision maybe in less than a year.
That's right.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, I mean, just look at New Year's, for example. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
made a New Year's resolution. Did you do anything? Are you sticking to it? Are you not? So you got to make a decision and just follow through with it.
Yeah, and talking about New Year, it's already past mid of the year. We only have 4 months left before the end of this year. Okay.
Wow,
Yeah, it's
it's
year
whizzing
is
by.
zipping by. Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe the better question for us is, what could happen if I keep waiting? Like just think of yourself next 5, 10, 15 years from now.
Let me just go and
what
grab my
will
shoes.
what will happen in the next 5, 10, 15, or maybe 20 years in your life if you don't take action. So what is your next step? I want everyone watching to think about something you've been putting off. Maybe it's a business like this one, maybe it's retirement planning, maybe it's going back to school, or maybe it's traveling, maybe improving your health. So those things are, I believe, constantly going through a lot of people's mind. Now, forget about the entire journey for a moment and just ask, what is one thing I can do next? Not 10 things, only one. And if you want to, put yours in the comments. Say, my next step is whatever your next step is. Because me, I decided my next step is, I'll tell you very soon what is my next step.
And what's that? What's that all saying? What's the easiest way to eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
That's right.
Yes. So guys, you don't have, like we said, we want to go back to our episode today, which is, you don't have to have it all figured out. All you need to do is take that one bold step. Go to our website. It's right here in the front, in the bottom of our screen.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, and register with your name, your email, and phone number. We love to connect with you through our phone number, so that to those of you who don't know us, we can at least see each other on the video, or we can FaceTime, so you know that we're not AI. And tomorrow, by the way, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if you are here in the US, we have the Q&A. You can join us. Just reach out to us and let us know if you wanna join that Q&A. It's no pressure. It's just for your clarity, for you to ask questions. And we also encourage you to join our Facebook group, and so that you know what we are doing, and you also get to see other business owners and other curious people, how much we're making in that group, just for curiosity. So let us
So-
know.
I got 3 minutes on.
All right, so
I've got something I got to run off and do.
yeah, so thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Like we said, we want you to ask questions, and we see you in the inside. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have a great evening, morning, and afternoon, wherever you are. We always pray. Please don't forget to pray, because prayers
move mountains.
Thanks, everyone. See you
Thanks a
again.
lot.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Learn